Right, meow. Our first game of the night is Love Sam. Alone in your room, you see a diary sitting on your desk. It wants to tell you a story about a high school crush, a story about small town romance, a story about how everyone is against you and nobody will ever love you again. That sounds a little bit dramatic, but whoa. Okay. It is very dark. Am I a boy? These look like boy clothes. That turned on by itself. Scary. Okay. I don't have a reflection, so I think I'm a vampire. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. Okay. Already, yeah, literally. Already scary. The guy put back. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, over dramatic much? Knowing Brian Colmer, as much as I did, is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. No, you're so good. 3 years. No, 3 years have passed. Okay. And the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep me going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. Slandering the name Brian, I mean, a common name. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I love B, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. It's been 3 years, so it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Circle your answer. How do I circle it? Hello? Am I supposed to have a pencil? Y E N. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I can do it. Never mind. Do we think he'll remember her? I don't know. This is like high school? I remember random things from high school, so fuck it. Why not? Who am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget Q. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. This is weird already. I don't know how to feel about it, cause like, what the fuck is happening? If he left me, like, fuck it, you know? Anyway. Uh, Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Not Joe's. Used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. Girl, have her own opinions. There were two things that were too good for Rose and Peak. It would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Hey, Brian, you're too good for Rose and Peak. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Colmer. 5 stars. Things were so much easier back then. B would just go, hey, and I would be like, hi. Nothing but hanging out after that, with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say hey to me again? Did time already ruin our moment? What the? Bro, how do I? Hello? Hello? Okay, we're just breathing on phones now, like. Love that. That freaked me out. That freaked me out. Like, why'd the phone in the book vibrate? Like, is this all a dream? I hate it. At home meet, real. I just wanted to say hello every time I called him, but what I want to do and can do are two different things. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too, in a way though. He was so eager to know who was calling him in the middle of the night. Wouldn't he know? Don't do that. Where did this come from? Hello? August 21st, 2006. That, as a debut outfit, I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of a new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayrite Academy. I spent the last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayrite even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt socializing with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you two hillbillies. That's not very nice. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends. After how my old friends decided to turn on me, I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary. My only true friend. Love, Sam. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it was as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. A little dramatic. Yeah, life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. I can't help I live on a hill and my name is Billy. What the? Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lasley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lasley always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Knock, knock. Can I have a weapon? I don't want to turn around. Ugh. Creepy. Why is there another note? That page says hey. I don't like it. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I don't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of my day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. Even if it's Dad's fault our family is torn apart like this. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get your shit together. If not for you, for Mom. Hey. Hi. That. Like that. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob, but B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me, enough to make me want to never leave his side, ever. Why did the rain stop? Bro, what do I do? Okay. Okay. This is great. This is great. I'm not scared. You're scared. No battery, bro. Take me away. Get me out. My first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Great! Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit to the lake one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just going to leave those POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from choking on the pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded parts of town. Hi, Cass. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. So I wonder how I should spend this afternoon. Write you later. Love, Sam. He was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. He was the best. Brian, you were a football player? He was the best quarterback Wainwright could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Ew. Ew. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that hay, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Hi. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. What? Apparently I made my girl when I played too. That's crazy. Literally insane behavior. What? Am I supposed to write hi? Like... That wasn't there before. What if I'm Brian, like the character I'm playing as is Brian, and then this is from the girl, and she's not actually my girlfriend. She's like a stalker or something, and we're gonna die. This is where we perish. I'm scared. Somebody help! Somebody hold me. Brujeria, literally. For a boarding school, Wainwright intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visit the library for Miss Lasley's book assignment today, and two things surprised me. The place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library. Maybe because they feared being lost in there. That place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Tell her to stalk D's. I will. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously, according to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian was it? So yeah, right. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. Okay. Open those eyes, no need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utters. So turn around and sing for me. Girl, no, 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 no. Why is it so quiet now? And sing for me. What does that mean? What am I supposed to sing with, girl? I'm scared. Huh? What? The Blair Witch Project? I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's been on my to play horror list for a while though. I miss him. Even when I'm with him, I see him. Even when he's not looking. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend's bud wandering around in a library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lasley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. Woe is me, hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. That's crazy. And one day he will start looking for me too. Only to realize I was with him the whole time. Like a boogeyman under a sleeping child's bed. Girl. I'm not. I can't even crouch. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, you... girl. I didn't even get it. What do you mean? What? 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 Huh? Ugh. What the... Ugh. I know. This is more like scary atmosphere, though. I don't like it either, though. Ooh. Really? How am I... What? Girl. I don't even have a flashlight, though. Do I? I don't know if there are cheap jump scares, though. Like, what? Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl, I'm not looking. I can't. I don't even look under my own bed. It was Mr. Kane's ninth psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a mask and made us express our personalities by drawing on it. Again, this was psychology class. The last thing I want to do right now is open up to others. So for the next 30 cringy minutes, I managed to create one of the most basic personality masks one can imagine. If my mask were a cover letter, it would start with, I'm a people person. But it's not the dumb exercise that's bugging me right now. When the masks were being passed around, Brian, yup, him again, kinda smiled at mine. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why. The very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain prompts wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. La madre. Girl. I need to play Visage? I don't know. The shit is flat on the ground. Mine isn't. What were those hands? What will Brie remember me as? A friend, a weirdo, a liar? After all, he didn't really know me. Like, really know me. No one did. I had to put on so many masks just to survive high school. The me that Brie knew was just layers and layers of fabricated image. I could never take them off. I couldn't let anyone see how vulnerable I was. I would have been eaten alive. Worse, B would have left me completely. Even when the fragile layers wore off, I couldn't take them off. So that's all I did. Cover up the holes before anyone could peek through. Cover them up. Don't let them see my face. Find the light. Find the lies? Girl, what? What does that mean? Oh, I don't like the timer. I don't like the timer. How do I have to poke it? Oh no. No, I don't like the timer. Hi, Angie. Don't cover them up, girl. Shut up. Ooh. Bro, what that neck do? Did I die? What, whoa, chill. No, fuck me. What does that mean? Find the lies. Find the lies. Girl, you want me to walk around? No. No, the fuck? I don't know. That's not too bad. I've seen worse. Girl. Okay, find the lies. What's a lie? Okay. Is there another one? What the fuck? What? Shit. Huh? I don't know where the other ones would be. Puta madre. Ay, carajo. Okay. Huh? Am I blind? Hello? Ticking makes a good beat to twerk to? That's crazy. That's literally crazy. Hi, Angie. Hi, Pearl. Damn, Angie, that's a nice check mark you got. She reads horror? Girl. Thanks, I bought it is crazy, by the way. Okay, I'm opening everything. Oh, why'd you close it? 350? That's crazy. Crazy. She doesn't do horror, you're right. Okay. We know where one is. Right. Was there another one in there? No. Okay. Okay, we found one. Where's the last one? Is 2 enough? I'm missing one. What the fuck? Oh, she gonna pop up again. Ugh. I found it though. I found it. Come on, girl. Not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Still gonna make her play Haunting Paws? Oh, I still need to play that. When that beat goes fast enough to break your spine when twerking, guys, please. Oh my god. Okay, I found it. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Okay. Was it this one? Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. Okay, this one here, this one here, this one here. Girl. Find the lies, girl. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I didn't know the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time, too, to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. Want to go with me? Yes, Pearl. Let's go. You're saving money to go see Markiplier's movie? Ooh. I don't have anyone to see it with, so, like, I wasn't going to see it. But Mark agreed to see Silent Hill with me, so yay. But yes, Pearl, I would love to go with you. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. Because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh, God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. The foot is 2026. Yes, Markiplier does have a movie coming out, Iron Lung. I think it's based on the game or something. I don't really know. You watch too much of Markiplier, so I don't really know. What I did for B, all of them, because I loved him. Why couldn't he understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. But never wanted a drama. I wanted a poem like life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. Bruh. I hope B remembers our own little world. Even if he forgot about it, I made him a map so he can find his way back. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world where all your favorite places are forever etched in my heart. Go back. Okay. So I assume I have to go back. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I went there. I went there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere. Again, he said, hey. Started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. Since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too, unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped out the window. I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that he had a secret base of some kind there. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. What? After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station, drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? Wait, am I literally just going? What? Mark our favorite spots. Pancakes. And not the music store, the donut shop. I'm so confused. Do I have to find another heart? Okay. What? Am I dumb? I hate that the doors close by themselves. Thank you for the head pats. The reason I was confused about Iron Lung is because Iron Lung was the way they kept polio victims alive for many years, but considering the game was submarine called Iron Lung. Weird. What am I supposed to be doing here exactly? Mark our favorite spots. I thought I did. But now I'm confused. The pancakes. The donut shop. And the bookstore. Unless it's not. And it's the hill. Okay. Great. I miss Morning Dew Donut Shop. Bee never shuts up about its donuts. They did taste sweet, just like Bee's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. Excuse me, did she eat him? I've never been more proud, dude. I suck at Among Us. What? What? Ain't no way. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need to eat it up. Huh? Bro, what the fuck am I eating up? miss its warmth. Do I need to heat it up? I totally do, don't I? Girl! What the fuck is this key? What? What? You were good at the clone that was in 3D? I don't think I played 3D Among Us. Did I? I don't remember if I did. Okay. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an assload of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Ew. Call me old-fashioned, but I think you should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian, they do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at the opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. There are a dozen red flags all at once, literally. Oh, lockdown protocol. You right. For me, the real win was the photo. Oh, I already read that. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. Sigh. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama. But when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is. But for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed just like the pictures I took today. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. That was as far as our late night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up wondering if he knew who was on the other line. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation, girl. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Sam and Brian. Oh my god. This is crazy. Finish what you started. I don't know what I started. I'm scared. What does that mean? What does that mean? Finish what I started. With what? Oh. Stop. What do I do? What do I do with it? I don't understand. Wait. Oh god. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. It gives me such future diary vibes. Dude, I hate it here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why can't I move on? Why can't I move on? Why can't I move on? What the fuck is this? Finish what you started. Oh my god. Stop. Stop. I don't know what this means. Finish what you started. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. What? What the fuck? Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. There's no one out there. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? It's right there. Right there. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. Oh my god. Why do I suck at making a heart, bro? It just disappeared. Why am I outside? I'm not. I did not go outside. I did not go outside. I did not go outside. I don't like this. I don't like this. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh hell no. Damn, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me, Brian. I hate going outside. The graphic sucks. I don't trust that Brian at all. I don't trust Sam either. Due date for Miss Lasley's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished, only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around town, around him. So she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with this list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it becomes safe to say I'm taking part in a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? I wanted so bad to be close to Brian. So close, I can peep into his beautiful head. So close, I can just lean into him and tell him my deepest desires. I don't like this. You? Or Tartarus, literally. So close that I can whisper, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Don't look away. I'm not looking away. I'm not looking away. I'm not looking away. You can't make me. You can't make me. You can't make me. You can't make me. Stop moving me. Oh my god. No, no. No. Girl, girl, girl. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I'd prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude of me to not be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. An Omega hanging out with an Alpha, Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Literally everything. Girl, you need to pay the power bill. Nah. Girl needs to go get her goddamn maid. Real. Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? What does that mean? How are you, Pixel, by the way? I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I'd wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. No matter what happens next, it would at least give me some sort of closure and peace. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. They made me want to puke. Great. This seems really healthy. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean anything, and yet I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. He can't just shake up my whole world and leave. Fuck. Fuck. What is this? Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police says. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wayrite Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police says the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wayrite Academy now faces suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of Mrs. Holt. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay, and why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy happy and cute. His words, not mine. Real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You've reached a new low in life. Shit, is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout, since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not a hangover. Hey. Fuck. You can't just... What? What? Am I missing something? What? Stop. I want to go back. I want to go back. No. No. Take me back. No. I don't want to be here. Bro, what the fuck? I don't want this. I don't want this. Girl, I definitely don't want this. Hell no. Dude. He got Sam killed. I'm convinced. Did he push her? Dude, he totally pushed her. He totally pushed her. Maybe? Or he rejected her and she, like, did it herself. OMG, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town. The whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it was quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you were careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with views like this, too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Was it Psycho Vibes? Imagine. Brian's secret hideout. A closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All of life's problems. I wished it could be our special place. Ours and only ours. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Shut up. Girl, I don't want it. Stop. Who's doing it? You don't deserve a face? That's not very nice. Oh! Setting my trap. That's crazy. Stop! I can't read. How am I supposed to read? Get me out. Stop it. I want out. I don't like it here. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mangled, mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy-fueled sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, and Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of a person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I can tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Okay. Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rose and Peak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rose and Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. Don't leave me. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie, whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece. No matter how hard I try to. Oh God, I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? Take this quick survey to find out. One must take as much as one gives. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No one can have what you can't. B never loved you. Because you are a selfish little shit. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Oh! Results are in. It looks like you still have your eyes closed shut. Then keep them shut. How long will you last this time? This is great. I'm not scared. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack in my heart. Right? Miss Lasley gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCB rhyme. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here's a slight taste of my early works. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I've decided to not ignore this hunch. Okay. Oh wait, did I read this? It's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. When I ran out of places to run, I had only one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark, and I must look for them in the dark. No. 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 I don't even know where I am. Girl. You're fucking kidding me. How am I supposed to see anything? There's no way. God. Don't like this. What the fuck? I don't understand. This way? Oh, great. Okay. Oh, great. There's a name. Aha! Oh, wait. Fuck. Puta madre. Jesus Christ. Ugh. What is this supposed to be? Can I just put them anywhere? No. Okay. They keep me warm. I indulge your... Okay, hold on. Is this supposed to be a poem? Girl. I indulge your gaze. I cherish your smile. Like endless sun rays. They keep me so warm. Do it? No. A, B, C, B. So this here, endless sun rays. I cherish your smile. I indulge your gaze. I do it? They keep... I cherish your smile. Like endless sun rays. You keep me so warm. No. Fuck! Did I do it? Yay, Brian! I cherish your smile. I indulge your gaze. ABCB. Yeah. I figured it out. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because a test is over. I do like my poetry. I could never. Like, I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle, who always finds excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him, no matter how nice of a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need conversation to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Lanings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive. Geez, have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. They didn't nominate Demon Slayer for Best Animated Film. That's wild. That's a choice. Wait, what? Again? What? I'm so confused. I'm already stressed enough. Okay. Was there something in the kitchen? No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is that me? Girl, no. What? Oh my god. What? I have chills. I don't like this. Right. Fuck you. What? What? What now? Hello? Anybody fucking there? What? I don't wanna. I swear if it makes me run, I'm gonna crash out. Greenheart College, discover your potential with our early admission program. What the fuck are you smiling at? Ooh. Why are you touching me? What do I do? I can't see. Don't pussy out. This is for B. Careful. Press it. Press it. Do it. Shut up. I am not big time. Y'all, I'm scared. I don't like it here. I don't like it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't like this. I don't like it. Oh, there was a consulting session for Greenheart College student programs at the gym today. I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious afternoon after school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran for my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls too. At first, I thought whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship, but the truth is that I wish I had a relationship to be insecure about too. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the walls too, but seeing Brian at the college booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully, I'll wake up back in it. Thank you, Mir. Have a good night. Bye. Okay. I wake up without waking up. Some same rainy night, my lifeless room, endless nightmare. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Ooh, depression girl. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star. I was still just his friend. When you live in Rosen Peak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. Great. You're gonna. I don't know who Elizabeth is. Who is that? I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid, crawled up in bed. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all of this? Who is here to judge me anything? Anyway, it's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me. Like someone's always trying to judge me. Oh, stop. No. How did the invite go? She in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to parties like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Oh? It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. Finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short asking if I called him last night again. All I could give him was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? I'm so confused. Only bad things happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could tell what was going on. He was making her smile. It was another smile, taunting my feelings for B. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting an easy social praise slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish game. Ew! Bummer, was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, bitches like Sam do tend to make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. I know. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds fun, but how? Leave it to me? The fuck? Oh, hell no. Girl, I graduated. Ain't no way. No, no. This can't be happening. Oi! What the fuck? Not in my face, girl. Oh dear God, literally. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him. But the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. I did not like that. Me neither. B. Kept saying nothing was going on between them, but I wasn't about to believe everything was just fine. Lies. How could you lies? Lies. Oh, God. In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She deserves shit. She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. Nothing. How could B do this to us? Wait, so is this diary not Sam's? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. Ooh. This game is giving me social anxiety. Dude, this is why I didn't have friends in high school. Holy shit. Not ones I kept, at least. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote on her diary. At the same time, I felt something, a reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're bailing on me now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said forget it. So tired. Okay. This is going great. Classic. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled SMB. And what, just because the initials are SMB, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what? Even crazier. Words are on the street. Sam Holt, the daughter of a sex offender, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again. So far from home. And so soon. Brian, please. Please say something. Ooh. And I remembered she wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. What? That's literally insane. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Sam, how did Sam's dad even get married? He likes little girls, doesn't he? Maybe Sam's mom used to be the pervert's victim. That's terrible. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. That Sam girl's got some balls. With a Z. Everyone's talking about her pervy dad and she's still showing up to class. Respect. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. OMG, how could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teens, that's bye-bye world for me. LOL. Shut up, Brenda! A needy city girl with a huge hole to fill, a hole left by her sweet old daddy. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It wasn't easy. I almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular spectacle unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Ugh. Am I supposed to do something? What the fuck? Maybe you'll be able to live again? Maybe you can run forever. Crazy. Oh my god. Open. JK, you're gonna die? What the fuck? I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out what's going on? I know you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her. Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part about you drawing those hearts all over school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at that college poster. What? Did you like the girl in the poster too? Is it why you tore her face off? You need help, and don't bother calling me, Stacy. Holy crap. Holy crap. Please, man, Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. It's a meaningless prank, that's all. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. Holy shit. Oh. Bro. Dude, what did you do? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Well, what? What do? That's a lot of syringes, by the way. I don't like that. Am I... Blech. Okay. Hmm. Am I supposed to know the locker code or something? Because I don't. Oh, put it in the locker. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Why can't I run, girl? Let me out. Ooh, no. No, no, no. Ooh, no. No, no, no. What did you do? What did you do? He fucking killed her. Because he has a boy crush on his best guy friend, bro. No, and he blamed this poor girl. He made her look psycho. Waiting for someone? Kyle, what are you doing here? Oh! You know you don't deserve him. I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Hey, don't come any. He killed her. And then he ran like a coward. Bro. Yeah, Kyle had a crush on Brian, I guess. Oh my God. And so he fucking... Go this way? No. What am I supposed to do? Did he try to save her? No, he didn't. Dude. Dude. Oh! Oh my God. Holy shit. He literally made her look insane because he had a crush on his friend. And then he let everyone think that she killed herself. Oh my God. Dude. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did. Did I? But does it matter now? Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to college. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. He kept his plan mostly a secret. He hated the attention he was getting as a star who lost his mom. If people found out his plan, they'd surely be talking about it too. But he did hint about leaving, and I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of my impending doom. They were all saying, "Ha ha, see, you're gonna die alone here." Maybe I knew. I knew that Bea took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon, anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. It still haunts me in my sleep. And every time I open my eyes, it just gets worse. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Lasley once told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in. No one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I am the victim of everything that's happened? Okay, Delulu. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the long question. Should I keep it? Did Brian even show interest in Kyle? No. Brian showed interest in Sam. And Kyle was supposedly dating Stacy, right? So, like, the fuck? Like, the fuck? Okay. So what does this mean? Keep diary or like not keep it? Like what? Not keep it? I don't know, dude. I think no, right? Question is keep the diary or not. But his diary is full of lies. He literally acts like the victim in it. So I don't think he's the victim. I feel like if I say yes, I'm saying he's the victim, right? I'm gonna say no. Because he's not a victim. You're the murderer. No, it's time to admit, I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for the shit I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after? I could open the door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me. Or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to light the fire. Oh. Is that Sam? Holy shit. Brother. I'm just crawling. Who is it? What the fuck? The death of Sam Holt, initially reported as suicide, was shed a new light by her former classmate. Kyle Jenkins confessed he was with Miss Holt when she fell to her death on Colton Hill in 2006. According to the shocking revelation, the 14-year-old transfer student from San Diego was involved in a heated confrontations with Mr. Jenkins due to bruh. Bruh. That's literally wild. What a fucking game.